I'm Gargi Raut. Joining me for the show is Debasis, and we're here in Maji Mumbai. You are my guest here this time around. I will take you guys around, communicate in Marathi whenever necessary. And do you guys return the favor that you guys helped me with everything in Kolkata?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now you're in my area.
It's quite a pleasant surprise to know that you have learned some good Bengali, but obviously Chanar
Now
Payas.
it's, yeah, now I know what Chana
Yes.
Payash is. But now it's time to return the favor.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
let's talk about everything that happened
Return the
last
favor
night.
to the England players.
Oh, okay. But yes, talking about last night, 5-wicket win, Sanju Samson, the magic that he, it left everyone spellbound with the magic. His bat was a magic wand, and he made sure that India was crossed over the line and into a victory and into the semi-finals. Now it's time for India versus England. Let's talk about the itinerary. We have it. Tomorrow, India practices under light, 6 to 9 p.m. And day after, afternoon session for the Indian team. It's quite hot, so it's going to be challenging, 2 to 5 p.m. And then a press conference at 5:30 p.m. How are you looking at the India versus England contest? What do you think are the areas that India will want to focus on in these two practice sessions?
Yeah, Gargi, obviously, now that India have been into the semi-finals, obviously they would like to carry on the winning momentum from that started from the game against Zimbabwe. But obviously there are a few concerns, I would say, leading up to the game against England. And first and foremost has to be Abhishek Sharma. Yes, yesterday's match also he dropped 2 catches. He did not look confident while batting, but obviously I would say that it's just a one-off game. But the good thing for India is that Sanju Samson firing and obviously he showed tremendous maturity, confidence, self-belief, and the way he anchored the innings and took India home. That speaks volumes. And what it does is that it also gives the team management the confidence that you have a Sanju Samson now who can win you matches. Yes, I'm not saying that he hasn't won matches for India before, but yeah, a crucial juncture, and that is where you want the players to step up. And when you talk about a semi-final here at the Wankhede, one goes back to 2023 when India outplayed New Zealand at this very venue, but there was a Virat Kohli who scored that brilliant 100 and also a Shreyas Iyer. But this time round, who's going to be that Virat Kohli in this Indian team? We have to watch out for, but obviously India will have the confidence behind going into the semi-finals.
The thing is with this Indian team, there's no one player who is carrying the tournament. It's always been not a collective effort, but every single time you will see that there is a different match winner who will put their hand up and say, I will drive this victory. For the first couple of times, it was Ishan Kishan who was, going all guns blazing at the top of the order when Abhishek Sharma wasn't scoring many runs. Sometimes against USA, it was Surya Kumar Yadav. The bowlers have stepped up. Last night it was Sanju Samson, and don't forget those 2 fours by Shivam Dubey that relieved a lot of pressure from the lower order. But, talking about Mumbai, last time around in the India versus USA game, you played on a very challenging, tricky surface, and I'm really interested to see what surface will India and England play on. I think they will want to play it on a conducive wicket, as in conducive for batting. I think that's what the ICC or the pitch curators will go for, but remains to be seen which pitch that is. We will only, when we go to the stadium tomorrow, will we find out what's really going on when it comes to the conditions. Dew will also be a factor. Look how humid the air is. Obviously, it's a coastal city, and at the beginning of the campaign, India made a lot of tactical errors. I also made one right now, which is I did not take this off before coming down, and I am now sweating. But final comments before we close the show. This was obviously a quick update that we have landed in Mumbai, but yes.
Yeah, obviously, and talking about England, obviously they will be a tough opponent. I would say yes. They are also coming on a high in confidence wise, and so led by their inspirational captain Harry Brook. Obviously, he did score that important 100. But obviously, if it's a batting paradise, I would say then I would put my money on India. Because the Indian team does have the firepower. And when you talk about the bowling attack as well, I think yes, you might be a bit inclined to playing a Kuldeep Yadav, but I don't see that going to happen. I think it's going to be this unchanged 11, but we will have to find out. Means obviously a couple of practice sessions tomorrow and day after. England also have a couple of practice sessions, so both teams will have time to adjust to the conditions, have a look at a wicket, and from there on and come the 5th of March, Gargi, both you and me and the others as well
Will be at the one, correct.
Yes.
But yes, Team Revsportz has landed in Mumbai. We're going to go and get some refreshments for ourselves now because it's been a long flight, almost 3 hours. And of course, last night we worked till long hours and then woke up early in the morning, caught the flight. So we will get our refreshments and then catch up on some rest. 6 p.m. I will come back and have a chat with you guys. But until then, thank you so much. Stay tuned. We'll be bringing you all the updates from Mumbai.